Wow, everyone getting their stickers. Everyone getting their stickers. Hello. Hello. Where's the orc? Where's the orc? I was gonna sneakily listen to him during the study breaks. What the orc doing? Hello everyone. Hello Owen. Hello Gojikins. Hello May Shark. It's just stickers. Hello Ghosty. Hello Pickles. Hello. Clicking your sticker before you eat. Yeah, go eep. Go eep. I forgot to change my stream description. I changed it right now, but that means the VOD and all of the warnings and stuff and Dia, hello. Welcome. Hello, hello. Julian, hello, welcome. Welcome to study hall. Welcome to study hall. Oh, he's live. The orc is live. He's playing Subnautica. He's playing Subnautica, so no matter what, you're getting a chill time. You can either study with me, or watch him be unhinged in the ocean, or both. Maybe even both. By the way, I'm telepathically talking to you guys, because I haven't set up my VTube studio yet. You are reading my thoughts. Hieronymus Bosch, Hieronymus Bosch, Hieronymus Bosch. Oh, there's the ad break. There's the ad break, so I'll see you guys after the ad break. Also, hello Hanel. Hello. Okay. I'll see you guys after the ad break. And then I'll stop being telepathic. I'm getting it ready. I'm getting myself ready. There you go. I'm listening to Randon. I'm just gonna get in my start of stream hello father message, and then we'll get started. I'm doing overtime. I'm multitasking. Doing my due diligence as a Randonite and as a streamer. Alright, I'm gonna mute him now. Because I need to give attention to my beloved students. Hello, everyone. Hello. Vitehite. Hello. What are you doing here? You should be prepping for your re-debut. Well, it is 2 hours away, so... or maybe you're doing that in the background. But hello. Hello. I'm excited. I'm excited 2 hours from now. We're gonna be raiding into you. We're gonna be raiding into you. Yeah, hello, everyone. Hello. We're gonna be studying today. Or should I say, studying. Ahaha. Ahaha. That's the end of stream, everybody. Wow, 2 hours really went by fast. Let's go ahead and rate it tonight. I'm watching Randon in class as per usual. There you go, that's the spirit. Alright, let's go over to the classroom. There you go. Hello, everyone. Hello. It's me, Bubinka Bear, your local sun bear, an art history teacher, and educational streamer. And not the bomb! Good morning! Good morning, students. Take cover! Take cover behind Schnackery. I forgot to put Schnackery away. Let me do that. He's not in the room right now, so when he comes back, I'll put him back. But for now, he's gone. He's bullying his brother. Gino went to the dentist yesterday, just as Schnackery had done a couple months back. And this time we were prepared because when the cat stays, no, when he comes back in the room, let's put on some music, some Naruto music. There you go. So yeah, a couple months ago, or was it just like a month ago, Schnackery went to the pet dentist, the pentist, if you will, and he got a tooth removed. Poor guy. But then when he came back, because he smelled like the vet. Our other cat Gino started being mean to him, started hissing at him. He was like, you look like my brother, but you don't smell like my brother. So we were scared that the same thing was gonna happen when Gino went to the dentist, right? So what we did is I actually looked it up. You're supposed to get a stinky shirt, something with your scent on it. Like a shirt that you sweat in, right? Or something that you sleep in overnight. So we got that. We rubbed it all over Gino. We just rubbed it all over him before and after the vet trip, and I think it worked. Because Schnackery has not been mean to his brother at all. He was not mean to his brother. He sniffed him and then he walked away. And then occasionally they'll fight, but that's kind of normal. Like they kind of always fight. So always bully your siblings. No, I'm very kind to my siblings. Hopefully none of my siblings are in chat right now to be like, actually, you haven't visited home in like a month. Actually, I'm gonna visit my parents after the stream. Or after I watch Vitehide for a while. I think I'm gonna go in the afternoon. I actually have not visited my parents for the entirety of 2025 as of yet. I need to be the diligent daughter. The diligent bear daughter. So then I will be a good sister. But also I need to hear the hot goss from my mom. She probably has some chismes for me to listen to while we do the nail thing. She does my nails. I think I've shared this bit of lore before, but my mom does my nails for me. And it's not like a demand from me. It's not like I treat her like she's my nail tech. It's our bonding activity. That's when she like gossips to me. She's like, "Did you hear what happened to your cousin? Did you hear what happened to your aunt and uncle? I just don't get it. I don't get how they can't be such a happy family like we are." And that's me being sarcastic. Like we are happy, but like we have our fair share of chisme as well. I think having to see my parents every month would drive me back to insanity. For me, I have a good relationship with the parentals, and I do like seeing my siblings and my parents, but like it's also more so seeing my siblings. My parents have seen enough of me throughout these past 34 years. But I kind of want to, I guess, be present every so often for my siblings, you know? Want to be there for big events and stuff. My sister's gonna be graduating high school next year, so I definitely want to be there for that, you know? Chisme will forever be valid bonding time. It's true. Chisme is just good storytelling with personal investment. It's true! It's true. I agree, Pickles. Get your sticky work socks. I did actually put on my work socks. Join you in wishing my PNGTuber mama hello. Hello. Welcome, Matthew. Hello. Yesterday, my tailor told me that I have the chest of a malnourished field-working woman from the Middle Ages. What does she mean by that? It means she's also a historian. She actually knows factually what that looks like. And she's just making it an observation. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what she meant by that. Oh, what was it? I forgot to take a picture. I keep forgetting to take pictures of my purchases, because I got a neat book yesterday. It's called Weird Medieval Guys. I'll take a picture and I'll show you guys when I remember. Okay, you're my PNGTuber papa. Ran into my mama. Let's see, drew the concept art. I'm also open, or rather, I'll say it this way. I know that it's usually the mama is the artist and the papa is the rigger, but I've been seeing lately that like people just go according to what they prefer, right? Because I refer to Ririmon and Big Ham as my two mamas. So you could also call me mama. Actually, wait, that came out weird. No, you could keep calling me papa. Don't quote that. In fact, goodbye everyone. Vite, you better get that retake started early. No, I'm no. Would you rather mother or father? I don't mind either way. We'll say that. I don't mind either. You could call me mother. You could call me father. Your tailor likes history, exactly. Old women get away with saying so much weird stuff. I'm the prime example of that. Considering how old she is, she must have been around. She must have been around during the Middle Ages. Wow, Binka, you get two mamas? Call me daddy. Dear. I think I'll just roll with parent out of cautiousness and respect. Father, I hunger for battle. I still haven't eaten breakfast. I am not mother or poppy, but not both. Oh, I am mother or poppy, but not both. You can call me parent. Yeah, you can call me parent. For any of my PNGTuber kids, you could call me whatever you want. Except something mean. You can't be calling me anything mean. Like, wait, wrong toggle. You can't be wait, why is it both of them? Don't be mean to your parent. Me. Father Pipinka. I'm Father Pipinka. Makes me sound like a priest. Like I'm ready to hear your sins. Binka Sensei's easier. I like that too, actually. I think one of the benefits of going with like a school themed shtick as a streamer is like one of the things I definitely want to prevent is like people feeling any kind of parasocial towards me. I want it to be strictly a teacher relationship. I want you guys to learn from me. And you know, if we can also chit chat. But no parasocialism. I'm happily taken by beans. Happily taken. I do like the sound of Binka Sensei. How do you say that in Tagalog? Guro? Padre. She's neither mother nor father, but a third worst thing, a teacher. There's only one thing worse than a parent. A teacher. No. Oh my god, this reminds me of the time I called my teacher mommy on accident. I feel like that's a like somewhat common occurrence, isn't it? Or I guess uncommon, but not rare, right? If we're using like TCG rarities. Like, I feel like because like especially when you're like a young kid, yeah, when you're like a young kid, like your teacher can take on a maternal and or paternal role, right? They take care of you. They want to make sure that you have a good education, at least the ones that aren't on like a power trip. You know? So I feel like that's a simple enough mistake to make. I did that once, but thankfully nobody heard me. I think the most embarrassing thing before we get started on the studying that I remember, actually I don't even remember doing it. I just like people just kept on saying that I did. But one time I took the school bus when I was in middle school, and apparently one time I accidentally called the bus driver honey. And I don't remember saying it. I don't remember those words leaving my mouth, but everyone on the bus swore that they heard me say it. That they were like, "You called the bus driver honey. You have a crush on the bus driver?" And for the record, I did not have a crush on the bus driver. Brother was like kind of weird, but like he was like one of those like friendly, very friendly bus drivers, but he was I'll just say that he was on the opposite end of the political spectrum from me. So yeah, it was kind of weird, but yeah, it's only weird if you're an older student. I feel like sometimes it could slip out though. That's all right once I called my teacher up. No, don't. Well, I guess if she was being unfair, but hopefully you never have to call me that. Your other teacher. Hello, Mega Bronson. Hello. We're talking about I am a PNGTuber parent, right? I made models for various people, including yourself. So, people can call me, in usual VTuber lore, people call their like artists their mama and their like rigger their papa, but I was like, you can call me whatever you want. But then it started turning into like one time I called my teacher mom, and the thing that happened to me personally is I guess I accidentally said I called my bus driver honey. I called a teacher mom a couple times. Yeah, right? Like I feel like that's fairly uncommon, but not rare. Like it's fairly common leading into uncommon, but not rare. I know you IRL. I'm not calling you mom. No, you definitely do not have to. Also, technically, Beans is also like my PNGTuber kid, right? You know what? We had a similar conundrum in the Filipino club. I mentioned this before. In our college Filipino club, we have like a mentorship program where you call your mentor, you call them kuya or ate. Kuya is Tagalog for like big brother, and ate is big sister. So, if I had a mentee, they would call me ate. And then your mentee would be called ading, which is not even Tagalog. It's like another Filipino language entirely, but it just means younger sibling. So, yeah, exactly, like bigs and littles and sororities, exactly. So, like, I had a whole bunch of addings, a whole bunch of littles, mentees, blah, blah, blah. I had one ate and two kuyas. However, sometimes it's like a big club, but, like, sometimes the family trees, quote unquote, will get a little tangled. Because, like, I'm an ate to multiple people, and I'm an adding to multiple people. But sometimes, like, for the next round of like what's called like picking up, when you pick up like a new odding, sometimes like the person that was your odding will get picked up by your ate. By, I guess I'll say it in like easier terms, like your big might pick up your little, which would make you kind of like siblings, right? So like sometimes the family tree became more like a family shrub or like a family grass or like a family bush. But Beans actually, like, because I pestered him into doing it, he got an ate, he got a big, and I forgot how it happened, but he became like my another like piece of terminology is that like if you have an odding, if you have a little and they have a little, that's your grand. Like that was like our slang for it, is like that's your grand. Like as if they're like your grandchild, but they're like your grand mentee or your grand little. So basically Beans became my grand. And I was like, no, this feels weird. It feels like an Alabama moment. Ding 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 ding. I think what was like kind of weird too is that sometimes there were some people in that club that would, especially men, like that would date their littles, and it was just kind of, to be fair, that wasn't common, and like it wasn't common, and if 9 times out of 10, if it did happen, it was like an already established relationship accidentally getting that way, you know? But it was also like, it felt a little weird. It felt a little like, I don't know. I won't say too much more, but kind of like, yeah, kind of like little, he can call you mom. No, no, we're not into that. It's probably fine. If it's not about power dynamic. I think that's why it was kind of weird, because there is a little bit of a power dynamic in there. One of those, it's the guys giving groomer vibes. Yeah, it's like, I feel like Filipinos might know, especially Phil-Lams might know what I'm talking about, because in the Philippines, if you call a stranger kuya, that's kind of normal. That's just like almost like an honorific. It's like, I don't know. It's like not an honorific, but it's very casual to call a stranger like ate or kuya, because that's just like a way of saying like, oh hey big bro, like if you're trying to buy something in the Philippines, you could be like, oh hey big brother, how much does this cost? Hey big brother, where's the bathroom? Hey big sister, where's the, you know, like where can I find this? You know, yeah, kind of like sir, but they would also use sir. So that's common. But I feel like among Phil-Ams, especially like if it's like a club environment and someone insists on, if there's a guy that's like, just call me kuya, just call me kuya, there's kind of like a low-key stereotype of like, that guy might be like kind of weird. That guy might be kind of like a creep. Because sometimes people like use that to their advantage of like, you can trust me, I'm not gonna try and hit on you, I'm your kuya, so it's okay if I put my arm around you, right? Like, it's okay if I like, you know, it's, yeah, I don't quite know how to like say it, but there is kind of that stereotype. Whereas like if you actually go to the Philippines, it's not too weird. I guess it depends on context. Yeah, exactly, Mega Bronson. It's the where's my hug guy. Yeah. Like, oh, you're not gonna hug your kuya? Like, literally that. Oh my gosh. Yes. No, I'm your father. You'd address a man as the equivalent of brother in India. It's the same in various Asian countries. Ah, trying to be overly familiar. Yeah. So it's normal, right? Depending on context and depending on different locations. But like, yeah, if there's the guy, if it's like the where's my hug guy, and he's like, I'm your kuya, so you know I'm not hitting on you. It's okay if I put my arm around you or around your waist, or like, I gave that guy the purple nurple. It's okay if I take my pants off as we play GameCube, right, little bro? We're not playing Smash Bros, bro. No, kind of like that, right? So that's why it's like, like the whole thing of like a kuya dating their odding was like kind of weird. It's not something that happened often, so you know. Anyway, we're supposed to be studying Japanese right now. I feel like inevitably a lot of my streams just turn into Zatsus, into just chatting. But it's because you guys have so many interesting things to say, and it like activates something in my brain of like, oh, you know what this reminds me of? Something that has nothing to do with the conversation. Is oh my god, Brandon's still yapping. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I put my agenda, my desk is like full. I have no space. I actually have to put my keyboard up on a little stand. Chisme is in fact bonding. This is true. ADHD brain. Literally. Quite literally. This is why I do think I have like some kind of undiagnosed ADHD, because it just happens so often. Okay, sorry, I'm fixing my mic. Okay, so I have here my iPad, which I can use to like draw on and stuff. Here's the agenda for today. So, wait, let me heighten this. I'm gonna review. So I want to learn Japanese. I've been wanting to, undiagnosed, but something ain't right. I want to review hiragana, katakana. I want to learn a little bit more Japanese by the time me and Beans go on our next Japan trip, which is sometime in the summer. I won't say exactly when, but but sometime next summer we're gonna be going to Japan again. And I want to, even though like you can get by pretty okay with just English, especially in Tokyo. I don't know. I just want to learn a little bit more, just in case, just in case. So I do already. I am coming into this with a little bit of prior Japanese language. So I know how to read hiragana, katakana, but writing, not so much. So I'm actually gonna be using an app to like test my skills for hiragana, katakana. So those are two different writing systems in Japan. The other one's kanji. I don't know that much kanji other than really, really simple stuff. But we're gonna first review hiragana, katakana with an app. And then I actually did do like a lesson already with Japanese on my own time. But I'm gonna review my notes. So this is actually the same doc that I used to take my notes. So, you know, for example, these are some of the notes I took. It's like stuff like greeting. So like ohayo gozaimasu. That's like good morning, you know. So I'm gonna just like review all of that. See, I even tried to like label it here. So we'll do that. That might actually, so the hiragana katakana, that might be during our study time. I'm gonna go over that in a bit, but the review of lesson 1, I think I'm actually going to like be reviewing it out loud with you guys, because one of the best ways to know whether you've learned something is to teach it to other people. And then after that, I'm gonna do a couple of workbook assignments. The book I'm learning to learn Japanese comes with a workbook, so I'm gonna do that during study time. And if we have time, which I'm not sure we will because I just yap so much, we might also look at some kanji. Because sorry, I can't find your ref sheet. Oh, my ref sheet is in the Discord. If you go to Binka Wardrobe, yeah, I think I renamed it recently, but look at Binka Wardrobe. So that's where you'll find all of my outfits and stuff. But thanks for asking. Skills pay the bills. Exactly. That's what we'll be doing. And the way that helps me personally, I know it doesn't, you know, like I know different strokes for different folks. I want to use a Pomodoro timer, and what that is if you're not familiar. I feel like lots of people do. Oh my god, it's the Code Geass song. So what that is like you study for a set amount of time, and then you take a short break, like, you know, 10-15 minutes, and then you go back to working for 30 minutes, and then after about 3 rounds of that you take a longer break. But in this case, because we actually want to stop right at 12 p.m. PST, which is an hour and a half away, we might just be able to do a couple of study sessions. So that's what we're gonna be doing for today. During study time, when this timer starts going down, I'm actually going to be I'm gonna have this on the screen. I'm gonna be muted, so you guys can still chat with one another. You guys can still chat with me, but I'm gonna be either really like focused on the lesson, on what I'm doing, which you can see via my iPad. But I can also chat as well. So I'll also be using the chat if you guys want to chat with me, but I will be muted during that time. All right? It's all right. It's all right. So that's the plan for today. I should get started because for one, the ad break oh no, actually I started at 10, so the ad break's not for another 30 minutes. Discord hid the channel, yeah. Yeah, that is a thing that happens sometimes with community channels. Yeah, community servers. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, so that's the plan for today. I'll have music playing. If you guys want, I might also be listening in on random stream. But yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna set the timer for 30 minutes right now, and that should be just in time for our ad break as well. So I'll see you guys in about 30, and you'll be able to see what I'm doing on the screen here. So, ready? I'm gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm gonna mute now. Oh yeah, and feel free to work on your own things as well. I'll see you guys in 30, but you guys can chat with with each other. You guys can bomb each other. Totally fine. That scared me. This scared me. Welcome back, everybody. Study time is over. Now we can start our 10-minute break. There's probably going to be an ad break in the middle. I'm awake, I swear. Sleeping in class. How dare you? I'm just kidding. 10 minutes of yapping. Probably 7 minutes since I think the ad break is probably going to play sometime soon. But man, you guys saw me struggle through that test. Or that quiz, rather. I've forgotten so much within like the last time I did this. Man. I was like struggling. I still got an 86 though. That's like almost a B. Well, it's out of 107, so it's 80%. I barely got a B. I barely got a B now. Let's see. I started off pretty good, and then when it got to like all of the parts that are like the Chi character. Oh, the ad break's gonna start in a minute. Stay with me. When it came to all of like there's this Chi character, like where you see where it says Ju. Can I click on that? Yeah, so like this first symbol is Chi. But when you add a little like apostrophe on it, it becomes G. And you can add other characters. Me seeing the teacher struggle, they bleed like mortals do. So yeah, I was struggling, but I feel like it did jog my memory a bit. It did jog my memory. So that was good. That was good. So after the 10-minute break, I'm gonna start reviewing some things from oh, I hear Schnackery, but he'll just have to wait a couple of seconds. All right, I'm gonna put you guys over in the cub corner. I'll see you guys after the ad break. All right, see you in a bit. We're back. We're back, and we still have time for our break. We still have some break time. So for the next study session, I actually will not mute because I'm actually gonna try to teach. I'm gonna try to teach what I remember from my first Japanese lesson. I use a certain workbook. Do I have a It's kind of like the workbook that people use when they want to try to learn Japanese. It's called Genki. Genki desu ka? Bareback. Shinekri's in the background. He was very demanding during the break, so let's put him back on the table. Give him a little pet. There you go. He was so noisy. He was so demanding. So I gave him some little booty scratches. And he might still be in the back. I like it when he does these little meows that sound like frog croaks. He sounds like so he might be doing that. I think it's also funny when he's just like demanding attention, but he's literally just sitting there. He's literally just sitting there meowing. He's like, I want you to come to me. Take me. Oh man. But yeah. So hoping your guys' study session was productive. I'm just like, man, I want to redo that test now, but I do want to. We don't have that much time left, you see. We have an hour before we're gonna raid out. So I do want to like get through as much as I can. Are your cats spayed? They are neutered, both of them. Both of them are neutered. I think like soon after we got them, they neutered it. We neutered them. Where are my balls, Summer? This period is my lunch. Nice. Go get your lunch. I actually haven't eaten breakfast yet. I probably should. I kind of like woke up, cleaned up a little bit. I did some stretches for my foot, my plantar fasciitis. So I did some stretches for that. And then what else did I think I just got ready for stream. I was like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do like Pomodoro and teaching? They were random neutered, yeah. Follow-up question. Do you prefer them as your council of eunuchs? Yeah. I am now. I'm gonna start calling them that now, actually. They are the council of eunuchs. And they demand attention. Demand it, I tells ya. Teach. It's that line from Rick and Morty, right? Where are my balls, Summer? But yeah, so I'm gonna be teaching you guys. What I remember. So I use this book called Genki, an integrated course in elementary Japanese, and I did the first like couple lessons, or like I guess the first chapter. So actually, let's see, how much did I do? I got greetings, lesson 1 vocab. Let me see what these are. Oh yeah, these are a bunch of exercises. I didn't label them. Oh, there's a lot. See, I knew at one point how to write all of my hiragana. I knew it. But I can at least still read it, so. Let's see. Also, the ding ding is about to go off. Maybe I should change the setting. Can I change the alarm sound? Okay, I guess not. I accidentally... Oh no, I thought I reset the timer. It's okay. Let's go ahead and pull up the first screen then. Just be ready by the time that timer goes down. How's Brandon doing? Oh, he's still subnauticing. Ding ding. Is that a family member? I think it is also a word, isn't it? Ding ding? Isn't it like wall? Or... It actually is like a Tagalog word. Oh, okay, it's time. It's time to get back to work. But this time, no muting. I'm going to be teaching you guys. But if you guys want to, like, for the next 30 minutes, if you want to, like, do your own thing, I don't even know. It's okay. I think it is. I think ding ding is a Tagalog word. I just don't remember if it's wall or something else. But yeah, so I'm going to be teaching for the next 30 minutes. But if you guys want to do your own thing, no worries. Just, we'll come back in 30 minutes. So, teaching time starts now. Okay, so here's a little bit of a review. Ring-a-ding-ding. So the first thing that the book teaches is greetings. So we have here Ohayo, which is just good morning. But if you want to be really polite, could say ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. That's more like polite. And then I think I remember reading too that is it konnichiwa? I have another set of notes. Let me see if I can find them. It's on my I use this little app / program called Notion. Greetings. Ohayo is also used, here we go. It's also used as a general greeting when you see a friend or a colleague for the first time, even if it's in the afternoon or the evening. Let's say that you're like me, you don't like to set foot out of the house, but you do set foot out of the house to like throw away, I don't know, some garbage or something. You see a colleague, it's the middle of the evening, you could still say ohayo, ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo, no, it's not Ohio. Ohayo is, let me look at my notes. Typically used for friends, family, or anyone on a first name basis, while ohayo gozaimasu is for acquaintances and coworkers. So yeah, I guess to you babinkabs, I would be like ohayo gozaimasu, even though I like you guys, but like we got to keep it strictly professional, right? Then we also have next one over here, konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. It's a good day or good afternoon. Hello, beeplebees. Hello. We're studying Japanese right now. Usually I would be muted during this time, but I want to teach what I remember from my first Japanese lesson. I use like a self-taught Japanese lesson. But hello, beeplebees. Let's see. She shares the learning, exactly. So first of all, so far we have ohayo gozaimasu. That's for good morning or the first time you see someone. We have konnichiwa, which I feel like even like folks that aren't studying Japanese, they probably know this one. This is like the Japanese greeting, right? But let's say that you run into an acquaintance or your boss or something in the middle of the night, maybe at the train station or something. You could say konbanwa. Konbanwa, that's like good evening. And then I think, oh yeah, so there's different ways to say bye. I know in anime I've heard jane, which is more like see ya. I'll see you later. See you sometime soon. But the one that like even if you don't study Japanese, you might know sayonara. Or if you say it with like an American accent, it's like sayonara, suckers. But I think the way that it should be pronounced, isn't it like sayonara? But even that way of saying bye is like more final. Like that's like I think the book says that like you might not see this person until the quote unquote next chapter of their life. So this is what teachers will say to like students who graduate, right? So like it's like a more of like a farewell. It's like, okay, this might be the last time we see each other for a while, so like farewell, sayonara. Whereas like if you're gonna see them again sometime, it's like jane, bye-bye, see you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. Although I sent a ref from my Sona. Yeah, they've gone through a rework, so hopefully they won't be a nightmare to pixel. I think I wasn't able to comment on it because I saw it this morning, but I'm down to pixelate them. I will do it. I just have to decide when. Oh man, it's Asian Kung Fu generation. There's a finality to it. Bayanara! There's also Oyasumi Nasai. I feel like if you're in the VTuber space, you might have heard this. I think Nimi's new goodbye is this, right? Oyanimi. Wait, what was it? Like, Oyanimi Nasai. But this is good night. So this isn't the same as good evening. This is like when you see someone and you're saying like that one vine, good evening. Oyasumi Nasai is like when you're about to go to sleep. It's like Oyasumi Nasai, good night, nighty night. Onyasumi. And then we have the thank yous. We have the thank you. So there's another one that like because of that one song, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto, domo domo. We have arigato. Arigato, that's like thank you. But if you want to be really polite, you could also say arigato gozaimasu. You guys might have noticed by now that sometimes when you have like a U at the end of a word, or sometimes it could be also in the middle, but sometimes U's are omitted. Almost like they're silent, but it's more of like when you say a word enough, you do tend to like cut off words, right? So like in Japanese, sometimes it's the U, but sometimes it's other. I think a good example is because we've been watching Naruto recently. The name Shikamaru, sometimes they omit the I when they say it really quickly. So instead of saying like, "Oh, hey Shikamaru," they say like, "Hey Shikamaru." Right? Like like it's almost like they omitted the I. Like it's just SHKA Shikamaru. So sometimes the I is omitted. I think it depends on context really, but in the case of arigato gozaimasu, you don't say the masu, you say gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimasu. There's a song by Queen that's really nice. I'll find it and put it in Discord. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Yeah. This is on you. So that's the first line. Oh, and then we have this next one. If you travel to Japan and you don't know a lot of Japanese, you're going to be using this a lot. Sumimasen. Sumimasen. It's like excuse me, but it's kind of also like just a coverall, an umbrella term for any time. Like it could be like excuse me, like I'm trying to make my way over to that aisle and you're in the way kind of thing. Like sumimasen, like quite literally excuse me. But it can also just be like I think I have more notes on this. Let's see. Oh, I missed out on a couple of notes. Wait, let's go back to okay, I'll come back to sumimasen. We're gonna go back to what is this? Sayonara. There you go. There's more final. If you're gonna see people again, there's janne, but there's also ja mata ne. That's more for like you're gonna see them the next day or something. And then there's also shitsure shimasu, which is like it literally translates to "I will be rude," but it's like when you enter or exit like your teacher or your professor's like office or your boss's office. It's like it's just like a way of being like, "Oh, I'm coming in right now. Sorry to interrupt." Shitsure shimasu. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, so going back to sumimasen. So this is like, you know, literally excuse me, but you can also use it like if you accidentally bump into someone, right? You could say like, "Oh, excuse me." You could say like sumimasen. Yeah, exactly, Matthew. That shitsure shimasu is kind of like sorry to impose. Sorry to impose. I'm here. Or I'm going now. But you can also use it. You can also use sumimasen. Yeah, or pardon. That's a good one too. You can also use sumimasen as like a way to get someone's attention. Like let's say that you're lost in the subway and you want to get like the attention of some of like I don't know, a worker or someone that is also commuting. You could say like sumimasen, doko, Tokyo station desu ka? Doko is like where, right? So I feel like that's another thing. You learn a little bit of Japanese in the VTuber space, right? Like when like I'll even show you. You can use this in practice. I'm gonna hide. I faded away. I keep forgetting that that's the transition I chose. I just fade away. Give you like teacher doko, Binka doko, doko desu ka? Where'd she go? Doko, teacher where? I'm right here. Koko. Coco is here, so it's kind of funny how that works out. Doko is like where, and Coco is here. Binka Coco. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so that's sumimasen. There's also ie. So when you say hello, but you didn't do anything, didn't I? God, I love The Simpsons. Anyway, oh yeah, so when you want to say yes, you say hai, HAI. But when you want to say no, you say ie. But sometimes it gets confusing, especially if you look like a foreigner and you're in Japan. Sometimes ie can also sound like yeah, right? Like yeah. So it's like, are you lost? Yeah. It's like almost an in between. Ie means like no, but yeah, of course means yeah. so I only know this because one time I tried to I think I did just that. I think I was asking for directions. And yeah, exactly, Seishin. So yeah, like I think I tried to say ie, but the person was like, "Did you say yeah?" Hey yo, posted a relevant YouTube short to the Discord at later. Ah, thank you. But yeah, you can say iie as a way to say no, but also like like if someone apologizes to you, they're like, "Oh, sumimasen, sumimasen." You can see like iie, like, "Oh, no worries, no worries, no problem, no problem." So that's what you use that for. Oh, and then these next few, they're kind of like pairs. They're kind of like call and responses. If you watch anime, it you might hear these occasionally when someone is about to leave the house, like to go out either for school or work or just to go out. You would say itakimasu, itakimasu. I'm going out. I'm gonna leave now. And then the person that is still in the house, like if you're saying bye to your parent or your family member or your partner or your roommate, they would say itterashai, itterashai. So it's literally like go and like, okay, you go ahead and you come back, right? When you try to say ie, you accidentally go, hey, you, monster cards. Itakimasu, itterashai. So if I'm about to leave, I'm gonna make myself move. I'm gonna make myself move. All right, Bibinkubs, itakimasu. I'm gonna go pet snackery. Then I walk away. Then you would say itterashai. There you go. Itakimasu is also I'm going and coming back. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, I think that's exactly the case. Nice, thank you, Seishun. So yeah, it's a call and response kind of thing. So itakimasu and then itterashai. And then let's say that you have finished with your outing. Because iku, going, and ki, coming. Ah, thank you. Itekimasu. Iku, itekimasu. Ah, okay, cool. Thank you. I want to learn more about stuff like that. Like, because itekimasu and itterashai clearly have the same base, right? They have the same, like, root. So I'm curious about the mas and the shai part. Yeah, okay. So the next part, let's say that you are done with your trip. Or you're done with work, you're done with school, you're done with your, like, you're gallivanting around. You come back home. Then you say, Tadaima! Tadaima, I'm back home. I'm home. The person that is in the house, your parent or guardian or roommate or significant other or what have you, your family member, they would say, Okaeri nasai! Okaeri nasai, welcome back! Welcome back! So let's say that I go away for an ad break. Like, itakimasu, and then you guys are like, itterashai, and then I go away for a bit. We do our ad break, and then we come back. Tadaima! Tadaima, and you guys would say, Okaeri nasai, teacher, sensei. See, we're learning. And then, I think there's just a note from the book. You can exchange greetings by bowing. Okay. Now I'm like, wait, give me a second. Let me check something real quick. Okay, I was just making sure I didn't accidentally like put some sensitive information on here because I saw my own name and I was like, wait, how much information? But like my nickname, Pow, my artist name. Okay, so here's another call and response type thing or something that you do after like a certain action. So you have itadakimasu, and this is what you say before you eat a meal. So in anime, especially when they dub anime, they usually translate it as like, thanks for the food. But this is like another thing that you would say before a meal, or not really a call and response, but it's just something that you do in Japan. So before you eat, you say itadakimasu. And then when you finish that meal, you say gochiso sama deshita. So this is gochiso sama deshita. So thank you for the meal. So both of these are thank you for the meal, but it's like before and after. So, in dubbed anime, I would hear like thanks for the meal, yum 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 yum. And then And then afterwards, they might translate like the after one, the gochiso-sama, as like, "What a good meal," or like, "Oh, that was really that really filling." Basically, it's just like showing appreciation after a meal, right? So I'm about to eat. Itadakimasu. Yum, 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 yum. And then afterwards, gochiso-sama deshita. I don't hear the deshita as much, but oh, by the way, that's another example of like the I getting omitted when you say it really fast. So you wouldn't say deshita, you would say deshita. Gochiso-sama deshita. So yeah, they're almost like ghost characters. Like ghost katakana. Oh no, it's hiragana. It's hiragana. So yeah, those are a couple of like both call and response, but also just things that you would say. And then let's say that you're meeting someone for the first time. You're meeting someone for the first time. You could say like, "Oh, hajimemashita," or you could just say, I guess that would also translate as like, "How are you doing?" But I guess you also use it as an introduction. Let me look at my notes. Yeah, so you could also say this as an introduction. So you're meeting someone for the first time. You'd say hajimemashita, hajimemashita. And then if you want to introduce yourself, you could say name des. So, obviously I put here like Pao, hidden layer. Pao desu. I'm Pao. Pao des. Bibinka des. Can I do bibinka? Do I remember how to do this in hiragana? This is bibinka des. There we go. So I'm bibinka. Oh, I almost misspelled my own name. I'm bibinka. There you go. So let's see. If Pickles were to introduce themselves, it'd be like Pickles des, Seishun des, Matthew des, Weitheit des. And then the U at the end of desu. I think sometimes I've heard people say desu, but more often it's like a des. Des. And then let's say that someone introduces themselves to you. So I say, oh, there we go. Pickles has it in the chat. Pickles des. I would say, yoroshiku onegaishimasu. So this is yoroshiku. So the I is kind of omitted, but I think you can also say yoroshiku. Now it sounds weird. I feel like you should like omit the I. Yoroshiku onegai. I know onegai literally translates to please, but in this context, I'm not sure what it translates to. And then shimasu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. So yeah, that's how you say nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yay. Yeah, those are some greetings. Let's see. Oh, my notes were right here. I didn't even I was looking at like another source of my notes. So yeah, as it says here, Ohayo is for friends and family. Typically used before noontime, but it can also be casual at any point of the day, especially if that's the first time you're seeing them. And then sayonara is for final goodbyes, but you could use, here we go. So we have ja mata ne, or ja mata is for like if you for friends with the expectation of seeing them again, and shitsure shimasu is the like pardon me, or the like I'm gonna I'm interrupting you, I'm sorry. Ohio is for friends and family. Ohio is for everybody. But yeah, it literally translates to I will be rude, but I guess it's more of like a respect thing. So yeah, we did it. We got through the first page. So that is greetings. The next one is numbers. Oh, you know what? There's more notes here. So sumimasen can be excuse me or getting someone's attention. Sumimasen. Please receive me well, or please take care of me is the closest to the literal translation of yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Oh yeah, because I know onegai is like please. So that's why in some fan subs you'll see this as I'm in your care. There you go. We're learning. We're sharing the knowledge. I love it. Cool. Thank you. Please take care of me. I feel like I've seen that too in fan subs. I'm in your care. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Yeah, sumimasen. Like I said, it can be used for excuse me or to get someone's attention as an apology. And then I haven't heard this as much, but it can also be thank you, even though arigato is also thank you, right? Ie, ie, ayug. It mostly means no, but can also mean don't mention it or no worries. So yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, so this was me doing some exercises. So how about this? I will go over the numbers in here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this one is ichi. I know the kanji for this one is just a line, but like at the bottom. Ni, san. So the first 3 kanji are pretty easy. It's literally just a line, right? Literally just the line for however much. So, 1 line, 2 line, 3 line. But then you get into 4, which can either be shi or yon. Kind of depends. This one, I know how to read the kanji, but I don't know if I know how to write the kanji. It's something like that. So I don't know if I should... I definitely know how to read it because they're pretty straightforward once you like get them, but is it something like that? Something like that? And then after that, so you have ichi, ni, san, shi, go. Oh, by the way, like if you watch anime, you might have heard of this already, but sometimes shi, because it's a homonym or it sounds very close to the word for death, it's kind of like a bad luck number, just like how 13 is a bad luck number for like in like some Western cultures. So sometimes people will like hesitate when it comes to like having a 4th floor, for example, in a building, or they might skip it, kind of like how some buildings here in the West, they skip the 13th floor. But technically you still have a 13th floor. You're just calling it the 14th floor anyway. But yeah, sometimes bad luck because death. So especially if you hear like she, like in a word, I don't know. Sometimes there might be some shenaniganery with it. So, all right. So, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, or shichi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and then 10. So that's 1 through 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 7, 8, 9, 10. And after this, the number system is actually pretty convenient because I'll show you. You pretty much just have to keep reusing those numbers to get to like higher numbers. So let's say that you want to say 20. You would actually say 2, 10. So this would look like ni, like you're getting the ni from here, and then the ju from here. So ni ju. So ni ju is 20. Let's say you want to say 21. It would be this plus 1. So that would be ni ju ichi. Or this would be, sorry. So this would be like 2 10s plus a 1, right? I guess I would do this. Oh no, we're doing math. No, it's my weakness. But it would be ni, ju, ichi. And the next one would be ni ju ni, ni ju san, and so on and so forth. And then if you want to do 30, it's the same thing. So you would do 3 10s, right? So this would be san, ju. Sanju, and then 31 would be like Sanju Ichi, and then so on and so forth until I think you get to 100. So then it would be like, so we have, oh wait, I didn't even go over 10. I didn't even go over 10, did I? I'm pretty sure the 10s would just be, give me a second. I completely skipped over 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then we already went through 20. But this would be... This is Ju, like I said here. This would just be 10 plus 1. So it would be Ju Ichi. And then you got Ju Ni. And there you go. It's pretty much like the same formula all the way down. So this would be Ju Ni, Ju San, Ju Yon, Ju Go, Ju... Is this Juroku? Jurok? Junana. Sometimes I get confused. The thing that I'm currently struggling with is knowing when it's Nana or Shichi, or when it's Shi and Yon. So this next part might be kind of wrong. So maybe I think this is Junana. So 17 is Junana, and then Juhachi, and then Jukyu is 19, and then that's when you get to what we talked about before with Niju. So that's 20. So the part I'm not super well versed in yet is, for example, 40. I'm not sure if it's I think it's Yon. I think it's Yonju. So 40 is Yonju, and then 41 would be like Yonju Ichi. Nana mentioned, yeah. Exactly. Every time you say Nana or Baba Nana or Bub Nana or Banana, you're actually saying the Japanese word for 7. Lucky number 7. And then you have 100, which is hyaku. From here on, I'm pretty sure people can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the formula just continues on. So if you want to say 101, would that be hyakuichi? Hyakuichi? And then if you want to say 110, hyakuju? Hyakuju. Oh my god, Kyari Pamu? What year is it? Oh my gosh, it's like I'm back on LiveJournal. But yeah, so that's how you count in Japanese. The rest of this is pretty much just me doing like practice like workbook assignments and stuff. So it's like, oh, what's this number? It's go. Bon shite. Freaking love Kyari Pamu back in the day. I don't know what happened to her. We got some practice here. I think this is just greeting. So if I can read this says Konnichiwa Yamada-san. These are both kanji, but they're easy kanji. So this is like the kanji for mountain, and this is the one for rice paddy. But their pronunciation's pretty easy. So this is Yama. And this is Da. So this is Mr. Yamada. Konnichiwa Yamada-san. What does it say? Ohayo gozaimasu. Sensei, which is teacher, right? Ohayo Yuju? Wait, Ohayo Yujo? Yujo. Wait, what's the exercise there? Why does it say Yujo? I know Yujo means like friend, right? Which one is rice paddy? It's this one. It's the second character. It's kind of just like a square with kind of like a cross in it. So the way that, or one way that you would read that character would be Da. A rice. There probably is like a specific kanji for rice too. I just know that this one is rice paddy because it's actually in a lot of like Japanese names. Sumimasen deshita. Oh, I think I made a mistake here. I think I put deshita when I didn't need to. Arigatou gozaimasu. Konbanwa, sensei. So, good evening, sensei. Oyasumi nasai. That's good night. Itema. Wait, what? Iteshimasu? I think I got that one wrong. Tadaima, which is I'm back. Itadakimasu. Gochusou-sama. Oh, I forgot this. Gochusou-sama deshita. So yeah, those are a little bit about the numbers. My lunch has made me sleepy. Yeah, feel free to lurk. Feel free. I realized the timer is actually about to end, so we can pause the studies for now. Ah! I gotta do something about that alarm, actually. About wood. Ooh, that's cool. Let's make it a little lower. That's a good one. Okay, let's start our break. What time is it right now? Oh, we actually have just 20 minutes before we raid out, so. Ohayo! Kale, you're just in time. We're learning Japanese. So actually, I'll do this. We might just forget about the timer. We might just forget about the timer. Or maybe I'll just rest my voice for about a minute, and then we'll keep on learning, right? Because we're going to raid out in 20 minutes to Vite Heights re-debut. Pretty excited. Good stuff. What are you learning today? I'm working on basic sentence structure right now. So I'm just doing a review because I tried learning a couple months back, but just kind of stopped after a while when things got kind of busy work-wise. So I'm just doing a bit of review. Are you using Genki, Kale? Are you using Genki? Because that's what I've been using. This is what the first lesson has been, we started off with just reviewing hiragana, katakana. I got a 80% on this quiz that I took. And then we were going over the greetings, basic stuff, hajimemashita, itakimasu, that kind of stuff. And then we just went over numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that kind of stuff. And then, let's see, what's the next part? Vocab. So all of this is just vocab. We're gonna go over it together. So I'm pretty much just doing a review. And then from here on, the rest of these Japanese study streams would be like a little bit more like the usual Pomodoro format, where like I'll be muted for like about 30 or 45 minutes and just study. And then during the 10-minute break, we can yap and maybe even go over what it is that I've learned. So I need to do vocab. Yeah, we'll do vocab together. 2 minutes have elapsed. So how about this? We'll just yap for a minute more, and then we're gonna get back into the lesson. I can read most hiragana, katakana. I just get lost when actually reading the words. Same with me. And at least for kanji, I'm trying to learn kanji with. There's this app that I use. The program is called Wanikani, but the app is called like Tsurukame. You could put it on your phone. You could put it on your iPad. I have it on my phone because I want to do it like when I'm on the bus or when I'm on the toilet. But that's how I learn Tsurukame. So it's I'll put it in chat. Tsurukame. The icon should be a turtle. So that's been helping me. But you can also do it through browser with something called Wanikani. It's like a kanji learning app, basically. So yeah, I want to improve on that. So I can also read hiragana, katakana, but as we saw earlier with the quiz that I took, when it comes to writing them, I fail spectacularly. So, but it's fun. It's fun to study. All right, I think it's been a minute, so we're going to go ahead and move on to our next Pomodoro session, which will be pretty much just 15 minutes. So it's just going to be 15 minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and raid out into Vite Height. Can we actually adjust this to be 15 minutes? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we'll do 13 minutes so that we have time to close out. We might not mosh today. We might not mosh. We're just gonna raid. Ganbare. Thank you. Arigato. VTuber formerly known as Vite Height. Need to practice writing. Yeah, writing it is crazy because like I can read it just fine. It's writing it. Okay, so let's get back into the swing of things. So we have some vocab here. I did highlight them in certain colors so I wouldn't get confused. So we have here daigaku. So this is college or university. So if you're like a college student, you could say that you are right here, daikakusei. Vite Height is short for vitamin height. I love that. Also, how you doing, Vite Height? We got 15 minutes left. I'm excited. Okay, so daigaku is college or university. We also have koko, not to be confused with koko, as in I'm here. This one has two U's in it, right? It's got two U's in it, so it's got this. Oh, dang it. So we got these two characters, which are the U's. Koko. It's high school, so if you, I don't know if I have anyone in my audience who is a high schooler, but if you have siblings and they're younger, or you have acquaintances and they're high school students, you could call them, I think, would you call them a gakusei no koko? Or there's probably like a specific word for it. Or I think you could just say gakusei. Gakusei, so that's student. Let's see. Daigakusei. I don't know what the kanji looks like for this, but dai usually means big. So I wonder, so if gakusei is student, does this mean big student? And that's why it's like another way to say college student? You gotta take your vitamins and your vitamins. It's true. Now, let's say that you are able to travel to Japan, and you want to let people know that you're an international student. You would actually say ryugakusei. Ryugakusei. So it's the same as, like, you know, this is student, right? Gakusei is student, but ryu, as in the little fact that you're international. The bomb. And then sensei, this could be teacher, professor, or any professional, really, I think, right? I think there's like an asterisk where it's like, oh, sensei can be like also like an expert in their field. I'm not sure. Not a yugakusei though. Not to be confused between the two terms, right? Actually, why does that sound familiar? Oh yeah, so if someone's asking you like, oh, how many years have you been in college, or it can also be for high school. In America, I don't know if they do this in England or other like English speaking countries either, like Canada and Australia, but do you guys use the terms like sophomore, freshman, junior, senior? Cuz in oh my god, it's Asian Kung Fu generation. In America, when you're in high school, you're ninth grade, like you're your first year in high school, you would call that a freshman. And then second year would be sophomore. Third year would be junior, and your final year should be senior. And if you're in college, they kind of use those terms too, but college is weird because sometimes people will just be there for like more than 4 years for certain reasons. Like if you're a full-time worker, you can only take like 1 or 2 classes a semester. You might be in college for like way longer. So I don't really hear freshman, sophomore, junior, senior as much in college, but I have heard people say it before. So like, oh, I'm a freshman in college means like it's your first year in college. And then it gets kind of tricky too when you put like transfers into account, because like I was a transfer student. I started in like a community college, in a junior college first, and then after normally you transfer after 2 years, but it took me 4 years because I kept on changing my major. So technically I was a senior, but when I transferred to my university, I was technically a junior. I was technically like, you know, supposed to be a 3rd year student, but it was actually my 5th year. So I've also heard the term super senior for any student that takes more than 5 years of college. But I don't know if that's like widespread. I've just heard it before. I feel like freshman sophomore is an American thing. So I know that I don't think they have it in like Great Britain, right? But I also don't know with like Canada, Australia, New Zealand if they have that either. But I think you're right, Kale. I feel like it might just be an American thing. But yeah, so that was a bit of a tangent, but let's say that someone's asking like what year are you in school? Instead of saying you're a freshman, sophomore, if it's your first year in either college or high school, you would say like ichinensei. Like right here. Ichinensei, that means you're a first year student. Ninensei would be like your second year. 3rd year would be sannensei. For 4th year, I'm actually not sure if you would say shi or yon. Yonensei? Shinensei? And then if you want to go into what your major is, it's yon? Okay, thank you. Yonensei. There was a whole section where it goes over like when you say yon and when you say she. Let me see if I can find it. There you go. I found it. So 0, re or cero are used interchangeably. For ichi, for 1, ichi, but sometimes I, like ipun. Ipun would be 1 minute. So you wouldn't say ichipun, you would say ipun. I think they typically avoid she. Oh yeah, we were talking about that earlier. That 4 is a homonym for death. So then 2 is always pronounced as ni, 3 is always pronounced as san. And 4 is typically yon, or a variant such as yo. So 4th year student would be, oh, there we go. So yonensei would be a 4th year student, or 4 o'clock would be yoji. Oh, so you wouldn't say yonji, you would say yoji. And then sometimes she, like in shikatsu, which is April. And then 5 is always go. 6 is usually roku, but can also be ro, like in ropun. Ropun. Chinese is the same. 4 is an unlucky number. Ah, I see. I heard the same with like Korean, right? Something like that. Kind of, I was saying how like it's the same in like Western culture, how 13 is an unlucky number, and some buildings will skip the 13th floor, even though the 14th floor is the 13th floor. You're just calling it something different. And then 7 is another one that I usually get confused with in terms of when it's nana or when it's shichi. But here it says usually it's nana, but can also sometimes be shichi, like in shichiji, which is 7 o'clock. 8 is usually hachi, but sometimes it's ha, like in hapun, which is 8 o'clock, or hasai, which is 8 years old. 9 is usually Q, but 9 o'clock is kuji. I think most buildings in China don't have a 4th floor. Ah, interesting. That's cool to know. 10, ju, but sometimes ju or ji, like in jupun, which is 10 o'clock, but it can also be jipun. And then jusai would be 10 years old. And then sensei is usually here we go. So sensei is usually used for other people's occupation. If you're introducing yourself, you wouldn't be like, I'm a sensei, because it sounds too like cocky. You want to sound modest, so you would actually use shoshi. No. Oh no, what is this? Kyoshi. Forgetting how to read now. It's kyoshi. So it'd be like watashi wa kyoshi instead of watashi wa sensei. So yeah, those are some of my notes there. Vocab. See, how much time do we have? Okay, 4 minutes. Oh yeah, so there's actually multiple ways to say I in Japanese, to use that first person pronoun. So the safe default is always watashi. Watashi wa binka. Watashi wa kuma desu. I'm a bear. But there's also atashi, which is like more for girls. There's also boku, which is more for young boys or tomboys. There's ore, which is like you're really cocky, like, you know, if you're like a gangster or something, you'd say like ore wa. And then there's a bunch of like old-fashioned ones too, like I forget. There's like whenever you have a character in anime that like speaks like a samurai, I think they have a very specific way to use I, but I kind of forgot what it was. But a good default is just watashi. Watashi wa. You also have tomodachi. Not nakama. That's for a deeper friendship, you see. But tomodachi means friend. You are I keep thinking of that ProZD like video he made where it's like official subs versus fan subs, and it's like, Sasuke, you are my friend, dang it, and I will save you. Whereas fan subs are like, you idiot, freaking idiot, baka Sasuke, you are my nakama, and I will tasukete. I'm scared to use Japanese because I'm afraid of overstepping boundaries. That's fine. Like, I guess in this setting where we're learning it together, like, it's fine. I guess, do you mean like in casual speaking? Because I totally get that. God, I miss pretentious subs and groups that use alt subs. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what was that subgroup that like always did kind of like, you know, poop posty like they did like wacky subs. I remember like always refreshing Nya torrents to see when the latest like subs are out, right? And there was a one that was always like quick, but they weren't always the most like accurate ones. I'm forgetting now. Oh yeah, you also have honorifics and suffixes. I'm gonna JP soon. I learned so much. I hope it's enough for a regular conversation. Cool. Yo, good luck. Good luck. I'm doing the studies like series. I'm actually gonna be doing like Japanese learning streams every Saturday when I can. Up until May, maybe even after, because that's when I'm going to Japan as well, like in the summer. Let's see. Onigiri jelly donuts. Yes, that's important. There was one of my there was one for girls und Panzer where they replace any food terms with German foods like Wurst. I love that. So you do have sun, just like your usual honorific if you want to just like it's like using Mr. or Miss. It's like Yamada-san or Binka-san or Bear-san, I guess. Like I don't really have a last name. Would Bear be my last name? Bear-san. Bear-san. Yeah, and then Jin for people. So like if you were to say America Jin, that's like American people. I tried to learn German, but it was the worst. Hello, Gray. We're actually gonna be ending relatively soon. Wait, why does this sound so familiar? Was this song used in Gundam 00? It sounds like Gundam 00. Yeah, we're gonna be ending soon because we want to raid into Weitheit, who's having a re-debut. Woo! Yahoo! But I feel like this was a good first session, right? I feel like this is a good first session to like review the Japanese that I know. Oh, that's so much better. Of like that's so much better. Like, you know, timer's up instead of the kitchen timer. I'm gonna keep on using this. But all right, so that is that's what we were able to review. We did good, right? We did good. We reviewed katakana and hiragana. Oh my god, I never posted my live now. I'm looking at the windows right now. I'm a fool. Discard. I'm a foolish fool. It's okay. Cause you guys still ended up here. Alright, I'm gonna stop raids. But we did good. We reviewed katakana hiragana. I was able to review greetings and numbers. Next time we might do a little bit more review, but I do want to concentrate on learning new things afterwards. So, and we might go for even longer, but today's a special occasion. So, yeah. Actually, I do think we have enough time to mosh a little bit. So give me a second to set it up. And then we are going to be raiding into Weitheit. Let me just turn off my iPad. Or not turn it off, but just like put it to sleep. Make sure that it goes me 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 me. Honk. Me 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 me. Honk shoo. Honk shoo. Okay. And then our Pomodoro thingy. I did not in fact get to during study time. I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch Randon, as you can see, right? But I did not. He's been duende. Japanese is really fun to learn. I'm glad you picked it back up. Thank you, Kale. Thank you. Alright, what are we... What's the mosh gonna be today? Metal songs. You know what? Metal... Is it Falcone? I need a Japanese song since we were learning Japanese today. Oh, it is 12. So we'll just pick one. Because I don't know if Weitheit's gonna have like a little like you know, my usual thing is to wait 3 minutes, but that's because of my ad breaks. I don't know if he'll be doing the same, but we're just gonna put on a song. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Alright guys, once you hear the music, go ahead and start spamming your favorite emotes. Yeah, I love Shanti. And then we'll raid out. Oh, snooze that ad break. There we go. Good job studying today, everybody. Eight, eight, eight. Oh, it's close. It's Kale versus Owen. It's Kale versus Owen. Owen got it. Let's go. Sorry, Kale. Well, it's okay because we have another round. Owen won round 1, but will he get round 2? Fight. Let me mute for a sec. Nice, I got a Gatorade, everybody. Oh my god, Kayla, I love that emote. And Kale, you're once again a finalist. Oh, but Gray has full HP. How are you gonna get through this one? You're attacking, you're attacking. Oh no! It's okay, Kale. You got first place. Oh, did I turn? I know I saw that too. I saw that too. Final destination. Good job, Gray. But Kale, you got second place twice. I feel ya. I feel ya. You did good. You did real good. Alright guys, we're gonna raid into Whitehide now. Wish him luck. We're gonna be there. I'm gonna be there too with you guys. He's re-debuting. He has new model. New stuff. So I'll see you guys next week. I'll have my schedule out soon, but as always, go ahead and raid. I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, and as always, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye-bye!